It was the strangest trial in history. The crowd watched in horror as a young pope, trembling with rage, stood before the corpse and shouted. The Pope Formosus had been dead for 7 months. This was the year 897. Rome was collapsing under corruption and chaos. Rival factions tore at the church, each claiming God's favor, each accusing the other of heresy and treason. And into this storm stepped Pope Stephen VI, a man consumed by vengeance. His enemy, Formosus, had once ruled the Holy See, crowned kings, and shaped empires. Now, Stephen wanted to destroy him not only in life, but in death. What drove a pope to drag his predecessor's corpse from the grave, dress it in holy garments, and put it on trial before the church itself? The answer would plunge the Vatican into madness and leave a stain on papal history that no crown could wash away. The trial began with a mockery of justice. Before the Council of Bishops, Pope Stephen VI demanded that the corpse of Formosus answer for his crimes. A trembling deacon was forced to act as Formosus's voice, replying to the charges on behalf of a corpse. Stephen's accusations rang out through the hall. You broke sacred law. You sought power that was not yours. You desecrated the papal throne. The bishops sat frozen. None dared to speak. But this was not about justice. It was revenge. Stephen had long hated Formosus, a man who had once excommunicated his allies and crowned the rival emperor Arnulf of Carinthia. Now that Formosus was gone, Stephen saw his chance to erase him from history. Each accusation was met with silence from the corpse, a silence that only enraged Stephen further. He leaned close, shouting into the dead man's face, calling him a traitor, a liar, a false prophet. Then came the verdict. Guilty on all counts. They cut the 3 fingers from Formosus, once used for blessings, a symbolic mutilation. His body was dragged from the throne, stripped, and thrown into a pauper's grave. But Stephen's madness wasn't done. Days later, he ordered the corpse dug up again and thrown into the Tiber River. The river swallowed the body, but Rome had seen enough. And soon, the city would rise, not for the dead pope, but against the living one. Days after the corpse of Pope Formosus vanished beneath the river, the people of Rome began to whisper. They said the Tiber had rejected him, that his body washed ashore, glowing faintly under moonlight, as if the dead pope refused to rest. The rumor spread like fire. To the people, it was seeing their judgment from God. And their fury turned toward the man who had mocked the sacred dead. Mobs filled the streets, crying out against Pope Stephen VI. The same Vatican walls that had echoed with his laughter now shook with rebellion. Stephen was seized, dragged from his chambers, and thrown into a dungeon. Within weeks, he was found strung-lad to death. His reign and his madness ended where it began, in darkness. Not long after, a new Pope, Theodore II, restored Formosus's honor. His body was recovered from the river and buried again with dignity. Future popes would quietly annul the grotesque Cadaver Synod, pretending it had never happened. But history never forgets. The trial of the corpse became a symbol of power, twisted by vengeance, of faith devoured by politics. Even in death, Pope Formosus stood as a warning that when hatred takes the throne, even the divine can become a nightmare.